That all failed. I apologize. But yeah,
It's all
so
good.
you do hear in your mind, "Are you my new master?" It's kind of this resonant presence.
Can I speak back in my mind, or do I have to? So I'll do both.
You
I don't know. That depends. Do you require a master?
You are the one that holds the stone. So, yes.
May I ask, do you have a name?
Only the name that is given to me by that which holds the stone.
I don't really know what. Let's see.
Name him Jeff.
What's up?
Name him Jeff.
Jeff.
Or Arnold. Arnold the Owl.
Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. Yeah. I'm gonna this one. Let's get another one. We'll name him Margarita.
Yes.
Is your master just whoever holds the stone at that time, or is it one must die?
I do not know the specifics of such magic. I know that you are the third to have called me forth.
Can you tell me the others?
One was a boy, and the second one was an old man.
Fuck it, Cerberus would do it. In that case, seeing as I guess I'm your somewhat default master, then can you describe the boy to me?
Yes, he was frail, but not ill, just thin. He had black hair and blue eyes. He kept it parted. He dressed nicely. He didn't call on me often for any other reason than just to speak. We would talk outside when the weather was well.
Interesting. And was the old man, I assume, just to confirm, a Mr. Von Stein?
He was, I believe, a person that went by that name. He was older. He had no hair. He was not like the boy. He only called me when we needed to go somewhere else. And he called me in an open land that was wide, and there was no grass or trees, only sky. And he called on me many times.
Interesting. All right, in that case, I'll walk up to him and, do that thing where you kind of like offer a hand, say like, see if I can stroke his feathers.
Okay. He looks down, doesn't seem sure what to do, and then turns his head away so that he's not looking at you, which you take as a sign of some form of trust because he's not worried what you're going to do. So
Okay, I'll just stroke his feathers.
super soft.
Okay.
Super soft.
All right. Is your command word also the name that the old man gave you? Are you Frederick? I'm not trying to put. I'm going to take my hand off when I say Frederick.
The old man called me that, yes.
Would you like to be called something different?
I don't have any particular feelings on being called anything.
Owly McOwlface it is. No, I'm kidding. Very well. Would it bother you if I reverted you back into the stone for a while? As you definitely cannot be comfortable in this cramped space.
I am not aware of my time when I am not here, so it would not bother me.
Very well, we will speak again shortly. I'll touch him and I'll say, Frederick, see if it works.
Okay, yeah, like a Pokeball. Like, back into the stone.
I'll tuck that away. A lot to think about. So, yeah, I'll go make sure Mildred is Mildred.
Mildit.
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 I suck at names. I'll go make sure he's okay.
Okay.
Like, oh, you okay back there?
You like look over and try and see him, and you just see a hand with the tip box raised from behind the desk.
2 gold.
Just lowers.
And because I'm nervous that might get weird attention, I don't know who would be interested in that. I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so you look over your shoulder, like just passively. There are like 8 scholars just kind of like looking from around bookshelves at you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm getting out. I'm leaving.
Okay, cool. Jackson Zell.
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are headed to Cece's?
Aye.
Yeah. On the way there, I'll look at Jax and I'll be like, so we haven't really talked one-on-one. How are you today?
Aye, I'm doing fine, I guess, yeah. Pretty excited about this moonsicle.
It does look like a very nice weapon. It's very pretty.
Aye, yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Still a little nervous about the exam, but I think I'll do okay, hopefully.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry, you'll be alright.
So, I know that you had spoken earlier about you were kind of thinking about joining your I forget what you called it specifically, forgive me. But is it like a great honor to join that back where you're from?
Aye, yeah, it is. Currently, though, I don't really have any plans to, just because I'm kind of out experiencing the world, and there's a lot of restrictions and a lot of rules, yeah. And I like it out here. I like just being a free man, I just like, doing, yeah, you get it.
I do actually. I do. Restrictions aren't fun. But I'm glad that you're able to, at least get the chance to travel and experience and grow before you have to make such a big decision.
Yeah. Technically, I haven't totally given it up yet, but yeah, I'm definitely not thinking too much about it at this point. Just kind of going with the flow, trying to settle down, have my own, business. I don't know, wherever the wind takes me.
And a certain lady to, keep the business protected, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious, what do you think of Cerberus and Arandi, and like us as a whole?
I mean, personally, I think we work well together. I think each person has their own strengths, and yeah, I mean, Cerberus kind of shady. I mean, personally, I feel like he's doing a lot of stuff on his own. But hey, maybe that's
Really?
how it goes.
You think he's shady?
Maybe shady isn't the right word. He seems like he keeps to himself and doesn't really open up really. So usually when people keep to themselves, shady.
I mean, you're not wrong. I think something happened that he doesn't want to tell us about.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Hopefully, I hope in time he will, but you want to talk about shady? I think Arandi is pretty shady, actually. She disappears a lot, and I don't know. There's just her being from the hells, and I'm trying to be good about it. I'm trying not to, like, profile or anything like that, but I don't know. I just. I don't know.
I totally understand. Just wondering if.
Oh, you cut out again.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, I totally understand being from hell. I get it. Like, has she killed people? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I don't think people just go around killing people, right? I mean, I don't. Do you?
I mean, not exactly, but that's a weird thing to just jump to. Um, uh, I mean, we kill people when we have to, I suppose, but I mean, have you just killed someone? Do you need to? Is there something you want to tell me?
Ah, no, no. But while we're on the subject, you want to play a little prank on Anandi?
I mean, it depends on what you're thinking of doing.
Okay. Say less. Here we go. Okay. And I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast the spell Skywrite. and I'm gonna say, basically, if you don't know, Skywrite allows you to put like 10 words in the form of clouds in the air. I'm gonna put, "Hey, it's Jay. Don't kill anyone, yeah?" Yeah, see, look, look, Zell.
Uh, y- Jax. I mean, that's funny, but we have to be careful about broadcasting that to the whole city. I mean,
I no. See, I thought of that. That's why I only put O and J because we know who it is, but nobody can guess it's Randy and Jax, right? Yeah, no.
I mean, there are people who would probably try to look into that. Maybe just write her a note, not put it in the sky.
Ah, well, it's too late for that, yeah.
I mean, can't you just erase it?
I mean, I can, but
About a mile away, in a different, like over a different part of the city, in a different part of the sky, you see different clouds forming into different words. It's three letters.
oh, see, look, someone's responding.
Just says ASL.
Ah, yeah, it's 99, yes, and Beradun. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was. I'm sorry. That was
No,
banter.
that was good. That was fun. I like you, Jax. That's funny. I think you're a good guy and you mean well, and that's good. And it's always good to have a secondary, somewhat moral compass around.
Ah, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty moral, yeah, and I am good with compasses, yeah.
Do I believe him on that? Just out of curiosity, I just want to peer into that.
If you wanna roll an insight check,
I think I do. I just want to see. I just want to.
Is that against one of my rolls? I mean, I'm not like, what do I just? I mean, I'm not gonna roll deception.
We'll see what the roll is first.
17.
He seems pretty good with compasses.
Or
And
18. Sorry.
and so far is demonstrably moral. So he at least believes what he's saying.
All right. I was just curious. Just curious.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
good with compasses, yeah.
Yeah. You seem to be very well versed in survival, which should help once we get out of the city and more into the wilderness.
I am looking forward to that, yeah.
Well, oh, there's the shop actually. Let's go see if Cece is in. Hopefully she is.
Okay. You can hear yelling. You just hear, "You're right, shit! Put the wrong coal in the wrong furnace!" And then, "I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention." There's some sort of, like, just general discourse between Cece and the character that I didn't write down that you spoke to last time.
I did write it down. His name is Tovath Mindfeet.
Tovath Mindfeet. Yeah, poor Tovath. But yeah, you can see him like sulkily sort of walking toward a corner and picking up a couple of tools and just like working dejectedly. And there is like there's a foul odor in the interior of the shop at the moment. Cece's like sweating and like pumping bellows to try and get this kind of murky smoke and smell out of one of the furnaces of the forge. Looks up. "Oh, sorry, Levy. Now's not really the best time. And I apologize about the smell. Some fuckhead put buffalo chips in instead of good hard coal. So
That's okay. I kind of like take her aside so that way, I don't want to do it in front of everybody, but perhaps, not. It could be a little nicer. Perhaps he would boost morale and whatnot.
he's been working for me for at least 6 years now."
Oh, okay. In that case, good. Just I will shut up. You do your thing. Yeah. I just wanted to quickly ask, and I'll pull out the.
You're talking about the bug armor, he told me.
Yeah. Is that something we could possibly do at all?
I think he gave you an accurate price on it, so if you're looking to spend some coin, certainly. If you want to try and get it taken care of, I can pay you for the materials and then sell it off after. But I haven't worked with this in quite a long time. And it would sort of depend on whether you want a full set or something specific. Like a shield would obviously be a lot cheaper to make, but that would use a significant amount of material, so if I make a shield out of it, I won't be able to make the full set of armor until you kill another one. It's really up to you. I'm willing to do what you're willing to pay for, but it's not bad material to work with, and your nature boy over there will probably be able to wear it when he wouldn't otherwise, so that's always important, because there's quite a few of his type that come in here looking for wooden armor or leather armor, and I have to send them away because I only work in the stronger materials, and they're not really they don't seem keen on putting on metal, so that might be a boon to him. But if you're looking for something else, I'd be happy to work with you.
I would be interested in a full set, but with his size, and I kind of gesture to Jax, would it be possible to do maybe a full set for him and bracers on the side?
Maybe, but unless you're gonna make him runic or enchant him somehow, I don't think you'll get a whole lot out of that.
Yeah, I was thinking to enchant them, either enchantment based or runic, either one.
Sure.
But
That'd be possible. I could trim off a little bit of material here and there, and maybe do like a something.
well, I will say I don't have the estimated amount currently, so this will take some time. But I would be interested in perhaps
Sure.
pursuing that route.
Well, I don't really have the money to buy it off you, so if you want to give me the material, I can start work on it, and then when you do have the coin, it'll be ready.
Perhaps I'll hold on to it for now. It might take some time to generate that much coin.
Very well. So, you doing anything later tonight?
Well, we may be leaving the city actually on one of the quests we picked up, but I can come back before we leave.
You say leaving and quests, and her demeanor starts to drop a little bit. Oh yeah, sure. I'll just, I'll be here. It's not like everybody that goes out doing what you do, they always come back. It's not a big deal.
I put a hand under her chin, or a finger actually, and kind of just tilt it up and just plant like a kiss on her nose, like a quick like. At least I'm glad that I have something to come back to.
Sure. Yeah, go get yourself fucked up and take all that nice shiny shit I've made everybody else, and you just bang all that up and out. And
I was also going to ask, if you would be interested, perhaps maybe you could come on one of these adventures too.
Shite, no, I'm not an idiot like you. I know exactly where I'm supposed to be, right here.
Hey, I'm not the one that had that choice, I'm just saying.
Well, I'll see you when you get back. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Bring me back something fun.
Something fun. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, before I go, and I wave Jax over, we found this sickle. I was wondering if you could take a look at it for my friend.
Sure. Turn it over. Well, that's interesting. I recognize the make. It's from the south. It's not too far south. It looks to be from Halfashire, but you don't see many things come out of there anymore.
Halfashire, you say?
Yeah, it's during the Second Age. It's where a bunch of halfling folk holed up and managed to stay just off the Circle's radar. They ended up founding a country, and there for a while they had a lot of export farming goods, things like that, but they kind of just fell off the map. I mean, they're not, like, people go there, but they come back, they don't have a lot of stories to tell, so I think it's just a quiet place.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, you can tell from the size too. That's why it fits your hand so well. It's for you shorter folk, but it's a good get. I'd be willing to buy that off of you. I do have a little bit saved back, and I could probably polish it up and sell it off for a little bit of profit if you're looking to sell it.
No. This is something special to me at this point. Yeah, I'm going to keep it for now.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, you know where my store is. So.
Just spitballing here, though. Just spitballing. How much would you buy it for?
Something like this looks to have some magic in it, and I can't really deal with too much of that, so you might get a better price out of Garion, but I'd be happy with... I could probably make a profit off of it if I bought it for about 200 platinum, maybe? 2.5?
That certainly is a lot, but yeah, I'm going to keep it at this point, yeah.
Alright, fair enough, I'd keep it too. Not that I could use it. If it were a hammer, that'd be a different story. That's what I want. She, like, snaps to you. She's like, I want you to find me a magic hammer. That's what you have to bring back.
A magic hammer. Alright. I will... I will certainly try.
Alright. Well, you two aren't buying anything. Get out of my store.
I see ya.
I go to leave, and I turn around, and I come back up, and I just, like... Is she, like, behind the counter?
She's presently trying to fix that forge that's kind of in the open courtyard area, so...
Or I just lean on the counter, and I kind of, like...
Get out of here! You got stuff to do, and I'm busy. Don't want to kiss on
Come
you smelling
on.
like shite in this place. No, get! And she
Come on.
goes back to her work.
Is there anything, like, small on the counter, like I could throw at her?
It's an ink bottle.
I don't do that.
Look,
Alright,
Dan's just pantomiming like hardcore.
I know. Okay, I get her attention, I stick my tongue out, and I say, "You look lovely today," as I walk out.
I know! Alright, we have one more person to attend to, so I'm gonna see what that looks like.
So where is House of Sheer on the map? I'm looking for it.
Let me pull up my map.
What you guys looking for? Sorry, I ran to the bathroom.
Halfashire, the half-elven place.
I wonder if it's not in Ocean Province or whatever.
It might not be. Oh, yeah, it's probably further south than that, if I had to guess.
The Shivering Marshland looks cool, man. We should go over there and just explore.
Well, we do have quick travel now, depending.
Well, don't forget, it's only we can't use it for 2 days now. It's the only thing that sucks about it.
That is true.
I mean, I doubt it can hold all of us too, right?
But-
No, right?
I mean, you're halfling, so that's already a plus in our favor. I don't weigh very much. I
Dwarf.
don't know. I don't know if it's good or not.
He's a
Yeah,
dwarf, so he's like 200 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not halfway.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I said halfling. Don't mind me losing my mind.
Pure hill dwarf, baby.
Oh.
Half the height, twice the weight.
Yeah.
AB is going to be along in a sec, so we're going to go ahead and shift over. You guys leave CC's and head towards the Culinary Guild Hall. I forget the proctor's name, if you could.
I have that as well.
Yeah, I remember he's from Yorath,
Yes, he is.
but I don't remember anything else about the man. I remember what he looks like. He's got a little hat.
Markin Tuan is his name.
Martin Tuan.
He had an accent. Let's see if I can.
It's
Yeah, I didn't write down what the accent was, but specializes in seafood.
Zilfaris, it's good to see you back. Are you prepared for your exam today?
Good morning. Yes, I think I am.
Very well. Go ahead and get yourself. Is this your assistant?
If one of you actually, I didn't think about this, would like to.
It's
help
only
me-
Jax is the only one there. Cerberus is still. You guys have no
Oh.
idea. Arandi's still asleep on the
Yeah.
stairs.
Shit, I forgot. Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, no, and I want to walk like down and like around a corner, we're out of sight, and I'm gonna shapeshift into like a cat or something, like a cat, yeah.
Strange fellow. Yes, yeah, right this way. And he leads you to a station where everybody is kind of getting their stuff together and ready and getting things out.
I follow as a cat, by the way.
Okay, so you head inside. Almost immediately, Markeen like sniffs, turns around and sees you. Get out of here! This is an establishment for humanoids, not animals. And he starts like swatting at you with his like he bends in half this long, slender, tall frame, bends at the hips, and is like trying to fan you away with some papers.
Does he have the hat on? Like I assume that's always
Yeah, he has
on
like
when
it's almost like a toque, but it's like a gold and blue squared off like pillbox hat.
That's actually the guy that just left. I don't know why it transformed into a cat. If that makes any
Oh, you're
difference.
talking about Jax's deer hog hat.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, the NPCs are never gonna notice that on their own, but I like to think that all of Jax's animal forms and his summons all have deer hog. Like
Yeah.
it's like the cheese hats.
If I pointed out to I forget his name now too.
Marquine.
Mark. Yeah, if I pointed out, will he be able to notice it?
Probably not. Like
Okay, I tried.
yeah, it's mostly it's like Jax has a skin on, but the game doesn't change because of it.
The way I like to think about it is like the party knows it's me unless I guess I try to hide it or something, but no, nobody else can really.
Yeah, I think it's super fun. I don't want to impact his mechanics. So,
all right.
But you do say that, and he goes, "Well, unfortunately, he's not allowed in here if he sheds." And he just continues to like swat at you with these papers and clipboard.
Not a fan of cats. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, we are the Department of Health in the city, and animals don't belong in established kitchens. You should know this. This is going to be on the test.
I just bend down and I kind of scratch between Jax's ears and I say, "I'm sorry. If you're going to be in cat form, you can't come in."
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and walk out because I'm staying in cat for now.
Just full butthole, like.
Yeah, tail up.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't realize he was going to transform into a cat. Otherwise, I would have told him ahead of time.
The I forget what his last name is. That's
Tuan?
Yeah, Tuan. Tuan kind of stands up straight and like a little straighter than he probably should, sort of like leaning back. He's got like this real spindly body. Sniffs with like that big like axe head nose, just this like super sharp nose, and raises an eyebrow, and you see him walk away and write something down on his clipboard.
Fuck. And I follow him.
Okay. Yeah, so he takes you to your own station. Small stove, cutting board, small oven, various things, and a basin to wash things in. There are several other applicants around. There is a kind of a jolly-looking halfling. This like orange curly hair, big like kind of a pot belly, and his like from his fingertips up to like his mid bicep he just looks covered in flour. So there's like a small cloud around wherever he walks, like Pigpen from the Peanuts.
I love it.
There in the far corner there is what appears to be a familiar goat man. There is a regular human man. Looks pretty tired, balding, white hair, kind of thin, maybe in his late 50s, early 60s. Just sharpening a knife and looking around, he almost expressionless. Like he's just that white guy who's just there. He's the one not interesting guy in the room. There is a male dragonborn with black scales. Looks like he powerlifts. Has a very tiny apron on, and is currently also sharpening a knife, trying to copy the movements of the regular man with the knife and the steel held in between essentially claw tips. So like super jacked big guy. And a female dwarf who has this blonde hair that is braided into two braids that comes down the side and braids into her beard. So it kind of comes down from the top all the way around behind the ears, down from the beard and ties in a knot in her cleavage and looks like tucked down in there. But other than that, just appears to be a regular female dwarf. And Tuan regards you all. This is the group you will be competing in. There are 5 of you. We typically only pass 4 applicants per day. So if one of you fails today, you will be required to wait at least a 10-day before you can reapply. In groups and elements such as this, you are typically made to compete against each other for the commerce aspect of what we do here. We like to have our various businesses in town maintain the competitive atmosphere that you will find here today, and we hope that you carry that throughout your guild membership as well as into your future career as chefs, potentially. And like shoots that at the Dragonborn, who like stops. So, this will be a multiple course test. You do not want to do the worst on each test. That being said, you are expected to create an appetizer, a beverage, and a meal, and I expect you to focus yourselves on presentation, accuracy of recipe, and creativity. You can recreate the dishes that have been provided for you in the, we'll say, course guide that I gave you upon your application, to a T, perfectly. But if someone improves upon the recipe significantly, they will outshine you. So even if you are able to do incredibly well, this is also looking at what you could do that we don't anticipate. So, when I hit this tiny bell, he pulls up from like his robe sleeve like an incredibly tiny little ringy bell and an incredibly tiny little hammer. It's very pretentious. Zell, you're an elf. You can see with your elf eyes the engravings on this tiny bell. It is a replication of the bells that ring in the Church of St. Demarcus in the north part of the city. Also incredibly pretentious. When I ring this bell, you'll begin. I expect you to finish efficiently. And recently, he begins to lower his tone and look around each of you. We have had applicants with a tendency to interfere with each other's progress and work. I do not encourage this. If one of you is found to be tampering with the equipment or ingredients of another group, you will immediately be asked to leave and not come back. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Absolutely.
It's like just low murmur around the room. And from the back here, yeah! Very well. Ting! Alright, so this is a series of skill challenges. You have to meet the median DC of each recipe, and also not roll the lowest out of the 5 competitors.
I don't know why I'm so nervous. Sorry, keep going.
Okay.
Quick question before we get started. Is there a window in this room?
Yeah, there aren't glass windows, but there are essentially cutouts around the building that have these long rectangular sort of openings that you can see through.
I'd like to find one and just like kind of sit in the windowsill and just kind of watch what's going on.
Okay.
Sorry, just so I understand. are you have you wild shaped into a cat specifically? Okay, so you can't cast
No, I changed another player into a cat, and
No, I wasn't sure.
he's decided to move forward.
See, what happened was I tried to do this inconspicuously and change into a cat, and they just kind of meander in without anybody noticing. Because I figured that a cat would be. I didn't really think about it that we were in like a culinary place at first, so I figured a cat would be okay and just kind of like walk around and nobody would mind it. But
Yeah.
quickly.
So you get up into the window, and Tuan does another large axe nose sniff, snaps to you in the window, and sets his jaw because you're technically outside of the kitchen, so he technically has no dominion over you. And then begins observing the rest of the class. So, the first course is the appetizer. Roll your dice.
Okay, I'm gonna use the rainbow dice, because why not?
So your first task is to roll higher than an 8.
Okay, so am I adding or do you just want the dice roll, or do you want, like, using the
I want both. They're both important. So your dice roll is how you're doing your base skill level in comparison to every other person cooking.
Uh-huh.
And then your actual roll is whether you succeeded in cooking the dish.
Gotcha. Okay, so on the dice, I rolled a 15.
Okay, so you did. You're right smack dab in the middle.
Okay, and then all together, I did. Yeah, right, smack dab in the middle. 15, 11. Yeah, or wait, it's 15 plus. Yeah, I made 4 servings right in the middle.
Nice. Okay, so you.
But I just. Oh, good.
So you passed the first. What is it you're making? I think you had options.
Yes. So I made a simple salad.
Okay.
But what I did was I jazzed it up and I added mango, walnut, and carrot.
Okay. Give me. So you've succeeded in doing the dish. I need a charisma check for your presentation.
Jordan,
Can
spice it up. I immediately thought of Futurama, like hit it with the spice wheel, bam.
Am I able to guidance myself?
Do you have time to pray?
I'll save this for the last charisma check. How's that? Or persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll wait. Just charisma. That's it.
Yes.
That's a 10. I have a +0.
So far, I've rolled 2 natural 20s. I'm just going to assume Yef is doing his thing. It's literally his character class.
That's cool.
Yeah. You got a 10? Okay.
Yeah.
So the Dragonborn has just piled his ingredients without tossing them into a bowl. He just seems kind of done. The dwarf woman is like, this is not meat. It's not bread. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this shite. And she's just like screaming at hers. The white guy, he has made a white man's salad. He did exactly what the
Love
recipe is. Yeah.
It has a ranch.
What?
Made with ranch.
Yeah, there's definitely like 2 ramekins of ranch dressing. A lot of cheese. Yef, you're not sure entirely what Yef has done. You can kind of see it. It's on some kind of plate. It almost looks at first glance like everything has been separated on the plate. And then you take another peek over, and he has separated each, like he has made a salad, but he has separated the salad ingredients by color. So
Oh.
he has used a kind of red lettuce and red things, and all of the red stuff is on one corner, and it looks like there are 4 dressings. So there's a drizzle around all 4. You're not entirely sure what he's done, but you do see there is a salad that is like a light crisp white color, a light green color, a deep green color, and a red color.
That's cool. I just look at him and nod.
He looks over. He's like, looks pretty good. And then the halfling guy has made a salad that looks pretty good. It's got it looks like some kind of dried fruit, candied nuts. It looks primarily to be like spinach, but you can tell that like whatever the dressing is, it's incredibly like light. And then it goes on the plate, and at the very last thing, he pulls out a wheel of something and begins to crumble it in his hand, and it looks and smells like a dry-aged goat cheese.
Fancy.
Yeah, I was excited for you to describe your stuff, and I'm like, I can go back and forth on this. I got this.
I guess? Oh.
Yeah, describe presentation. How do you present your salad?
So, on a plate, for sure. But the greens are kind of put in a ring. So there's like stuff in an open middle, and that's where the dressing is in the center. And then the mango and the walnut are all placed like sprinkled on top. And then there's just a light cheese kind of sprinkled on the circle, and then on the rest on the outside of the plate.
Okay. And the last thing I need from you is a dexterity check.
We.
A dexterity check.
To see who finished first.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, they're gonna be like
That. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, it's you. Go ahead.
That's a 16.
You finished second.
Hey.
Tawan takes from his deep, opulent sleeves and pulls out a very long fork. Has 2 tines. He kind of waves the fork over Yef's concoction, and individual elements of each thing slide themselves instantly onto the tine of the fork. It is a singular bite with the minimal amount of food that has 1 piece of everything on it. Yes, magic items that I wish I had in real life. Like, I want to know exactly how this dish tastes. This is what I want. I have to taste 10 dishes. This is what I need.
So cool.
Yeah, so he takes slides it off of the fork and tastes it. Very, very uncomfortably, you can hear his teeth just grate against the metal of the tines. At least 2 of you winced. He takes the bite, begins writing. Says to Yev, "And how long have you been cooking for?" And Yev replies, "Well, it's really confusing, cause time, am I right? But probably a couple 100 years." To which Tawan only makes a kind of sound. And then goes to yours again. The fork happens. He kind of holds it up and regards it. Mango and cheese. Interesting. Shh.
I can feel it on my teeth, just the mention of it. Ugh.
Well, it's certainly not bad. Very passing. And he moves on. He skips the Dragonborns.
Oh.
He he spends at least 2 minutes berating the dwarf. He doesn't acknowledge that the Dragonborn is there. Like, he doesn't actually identify that the Dragonborn is standing in the kitchen. He does, however, berate the dwarf on her inability to move outside of her comfort zone, and her general lack of just what is necessary to provide adequate sustenance in a city such as this. The old guy gets a pass, and the halfling gets a pretty decent praise. That being said, we move on to the next element, which is the beverage. So go ahead and roll your dice. Split. I got a 1, a 2, an 18, and a 19.
That's a 6.
Right in the middle again. Hey, as long as you stay in the middle, you pass and you get to move up.
That's true, but I want to impress them because I had a whole theme to this. I actually planned this shit out. All right. So that's a 6 on the die, and then total that is 6, 8, 12, which puts me in the middle, 6 servings.
Okay, so you passed, and you passed. What are you making?
So I'm making sweet tea, but I'm doing a twist on it. It is sweet tea with lemon and peach and mint accents.
Ooh. Okay. Roll me a performance check.
Uh, 17 naturally because I have a +0.
17. So you look around. Things are getting heated. The Black Dragonborn is now using some form of extract of his or her own poison breath. Has exuded it and is now converting it into something. You're not sure what.
Oh, okay.
The older guy made a perfect sweet tea. Little lemon wedge on the side. You can see the dwarf woman has now placed on her table a very large machine of sorts. And Tuan says for a moment, "You are restricted in what you are allowed to create off of a select few items." She goes, "Oh, I know, it's tea beer." The halfling has a sort of lemony concoction that seems to be mixed with some kind of berries or something of that nature. And it looks like Yef is making something with grapes. Not sure what. What does your presentation look like for your beverage?
It's in a very tall, long, slender glass. It's got 4 women ledges, in a X kind of fashion. A little bit of mint, how they stick it in the top, just kind of sprout into one in between 2 of the slices. And then it has it's a tea color, but it's lighter and has kind of an orange glow to it.
Ooh.
From the, yeah.
All right. Give me a dexterity check.
That's not good. Yeah, that's a just a check. That is an 8.
Okay. I rolled a 5, a 17, a 16, and a 13. So, the Dragonborn finishes first. Tawan takes a fork out, or his magic fork, and presses it. His tongue comes out, and you can see that there is a... At first, when his tongue comes out, you can see that there's a tattoo on it. Until you realize it's not a tattoo. It is the exact shape of the fork, that sort of pointed U. And he presses it where that mark is, and you can see the fork heats up and begins this kind of sizzling, sort of burning sensation, which he doesn't seem to flinch at. And then he takes a small sip of the dragon's concoction and pulls a face.
And what do you call this? To which the dragon replies,
It's a kind of antitoxin tea.
very good. This has a boldness and a developed flavor that I have not yet experienced, and I assume it has medicinal properties.
Indeed.
Surprising. And moves on. He gets to the tea beer. You see the process is repeated, but the color of the fork changes. It still heats up, but where it heated up just red from before, it now heats up a kind of greenish color. And he takes another drink. He spits this out. Politely, not a spit take, but just spits it out into a cup. Writes something down, doesn't say anything, moves on. Yefs, he gets to. And I do believe I said that you were not allowed to create anything outside of the menu. He's like,
Nah, this is a real sweet tea.
would you like me would you like to tell me about what you created?
Right, so I've been around, and I've had my fair share of tea in my time, and I found this one kind that grows in the sort of eastern regions across the sea from here. It's a kind of it just pairs really good with wine. See, I don't drink anything really that's not wine, and yeah, so that's what I mean. It's a honeyed mead wine tea.
Mead wine tea.
Yeah, it's you could call it a mixer, or really, I don't care what you call it. If it's good, it's good, right?
Right, so it's just a plain wine glass. The tea bag is left in. And he takes a sip. This is quite good. This is unexpectedly good. But it's too sweet. And he sets it back down. He does use the fork before he takes the drink. This time it changes color again. The green part that was there before stays green, but you can see different segments of the fork change. It gets white hot on one part, red on another, and then 2 shades of green along one time, like a gradient.
So, sorry, just for me noticing the colors and whatnot, can I gather that it's like finding where flavors are and taking that flavor out? Is that what it is?
Do you want to ask him? You're not sure. You've never seen the magic of this, but you're next, so he walks up to you. You can see that this time when the fork lights up, it's a deep green towards the base, and as it gets to the tip, it shifts towards an orangish yellow. He presses it, and you can hear it like sear against his tongue. And then he lifts it and takes a drink and kind of raises an eyebrow at you, because I assume that Zell's also making those faces.
Yeah, this is...
Do you have a question?
Doesn't that hurt?
Oh, I don't feel it anymore. This replicates the flavors of the dishes it's had previously, so that I don't have to eat more to taste your pairings.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Did you have that like made for you, or
I made it myself.
I want one of those eventually, but that's really cool.
Unfortunately, I haven't gotten around the imprint that the arcane energies leave on my tongue, so I've lost a lot of flavor using it for regular food. But the nice thing is I still have it, so anything I've ever had before I can have again. This, what you've made, it's delightful and went very nicely with the previous dish. It's probably the most selectively paired with the previous dish. So, congratulations. He goes to the halfling. Again, you see it press, and this time there are some elements of like, almost like it almost gets like sparkly when he heats this one up, and presses it to his tongue, and then takes a drink. Well, it seems that we have a competitor for planning a menu. And he like looks at you, and you can see the portly halfling guy kind of like folds his arms happy.
I just nod to the halfling guy.
He gives you just this like huge grin. He's just a happy guy. All right. Last course.
Main one, the main one. Okay, so I rolled a 17 on the die. And the total is 23, which is the max.
Nice. So you definitely perfect your dish, and you did second best. Go ahead and give me a presentation check with your charisma.
It's another 17, but
Nice. I was like, it's not a natural 20, which is what I assume he would show me, but
I just wanted to, just because,
yeah.
just wanted to, yeah. Because I get +0 to that. That's performance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, you beat out pretty much everybody else, but somebody got an nat 20, so.
Damn it.
And a dexterity check.
Just to make sure you're on your toes.
I know, right? That is 18.
You finish first. All right. What are you making, and what does it look like?
All right, so I'm making a perfectly seasoned stew recipe. It has spare rib for the meat, with elements of. So it has salt, thyme, rosemary, sage, but I actually added ginger, onion, garlic, elements of red wine, a hint of sriracha, which is the specialty spice.
Special spice.
Yes, and then yellow pepper. It's in a
Wait.
bowl. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry,
Yes.
say that again?
What?
Never mind, continue. I just realized you have all of this written down. Disregard.
Okay.
It just sounds really good. I was like, maybe I should write this one down.
Oh yeah, I have all this written down. It's fine. So it's in a bowl. The middle part has like a little raised like kind of platform where I'm gonna put the spare rib on, and then pour the rest of the soup-like element around it, and then drizzle some of the soup on top. And then the idea is you like mix the meat in off the platform, and then a little bit of parsley.
Okay. There is one person who also decided to make a stew. The halfling, and the dwarf woman, both decided to make. What are you doing? Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can put both of them up at the same
I'm
time.
trying to set up a dice cam. It just occurred to me that I could do that, and
Okay. So yeah. The halfling and the dwarf both made apple pies. The human man and the dragonborn both made large salads. The dragonborn salad looks exactly like his first salad. The human man salad is interesting because it seemed he's speaking to it. Yef made the other stew. He did the opposite of what you have done. So instead of serving his stew with things able to be mixed in, what you see is he had this large package kind of behind the thing. He pulls it off and he immediately put that in the oven. What he pulls out is a rack of giant boar rib that he then ties the individual rib bones into a bowl. And from that, all of the vegetables and stuff that were going to go into the stew have been dry roasted on top of the concave of the ribs. So he essentially takes all of the drippings and rubbings, turns that into a broth, and then pours it over top, and the ribs kind of hold this full roast stew. The apple pies are vastly different in appearance. The halflings is beautiful. The dwarven woman's is strong looking. The halflings is delicate. The dwarven woman's looks like it could kick your ass from the inside of your mouth. Tuan brings the fork out. And as he goes to taste yours and it heats up, it begins steaming. And as he presses it against his tongue, you can also see that large, like, very identifiable nose begins inhaling the steam as it presses into his tongue. The colors are the same as the first time he did it, but there's now a large amount of vapor produced. You assume, with his previous explanation, that he is tasting your first dish and also tasting your beverage at the same time.
So yeah, what I was going for is the lemon balances the spice of the stew, and then the salad just adds like a sweet kind of neutral flavor in between. So yeah, I think you know where I was going with that. But
so he tastes it. He doesn't make a comment. He writes something down. He goes to Yef. He tastes it. Doesn't make a comment. Writes something down. He goes around each individual table like this. Doesn't write anything down. Or doesn't say anything. Writes everything down. And leaves the room. A second later, a different member of the Cook's Guild comes in and says, you can all clean up your stations, please, and Tuan will see you as you make your way out the door. So you're cleaning up with your fellow cooks for a second.
Meow.
Oh, hey there, little guy. I don't think you're supposed to be in here. Yeah, well, I won't tell anybody if you don't.
And he hands you like a piece of, like, it looks like a little dough ball with some cream spinach on it.
I love Yep so much more now. I just do. Speaking of which, I'll kind of go over to him and be like, so, looks like we have, intertwining, pursuits in dishes, it seems.
Yeah, it's we've got some similarities of taste.
Good job, Yef. I'm glad.
Yeah, I think you did pretty well. So
I
I'm
hope.
worried for everybody else.
Yeah, you did pretty well yourself. I want to cook with you one day.
I didn't hear you. I'm causing ruckus for my wife.
You good? You did pretty well yourself. I'd love to cook with you one day. Perhaps when we establish our kind of pact that we were talking about. I'm looking forward to that. It'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the resources that this place can provide for sure. And yeah, I'm real tired. Sorry, it's been a long day. I've been really worried about this.
Oh, you're good. I kind of between you and me, and I kind of look around. I was up for a good like 3 hours last night, just kind of worrying, even though I didn't need to be. But just there's something about an exam. I just ugh.
Yeah, I'm not really for structure. It's not my cup of tea per se. But oh, by the way, here.
And he hands you a glass of the tea wine. Tea mead wine.
Oh, here. You can try mine as well. We'll exchange tea.
Yeah, he grabs it. His specifically, it's essentially wine steeped in tea, and it was initially a really dry wine that paired with the tea well. But you can taste about halfway through the beverage. So it's like a Cabernet. And about halfway through the mouth of it, you begin to have this sort of like soft warm balance of some kind of honeyed something that was added. And he comments,
It wasn't actually wine. It's kind of this is really weird. It's like a honeyed cranberry sauce I had left over. I just needed to sweeten it up. It was pretty not good. So I just hoped that I diluted that down enough, and that it kind of balanced everything else, because it was just bitter. But apparently it was too sweet. So
I think, is it too sweet or?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, I didn't think so, but this is actually really good. Do you have the recipe for this?
yeah.
And I will get you that at some point.
That'll work. Yeah.
But yeah, so you all gather up your things, you clean up, you begin to head out. The face, like as soon as you guys all leave, the face that Tuan gives the dwarven woman and the dragonborn stops them in their tracks, like, and holds up the doorway. And then they leave without stopping at the front desk. They just leave the building. Yef stops up front, and Tuan says, it's apparent that your travels have been incredibly valuable to you as a cook, and I hope that before your next exam, you find much more to bring back to this kitchen. But congratulations. And he hands Yef a silver token. Essentially, every guild has like a token. And Yef turns in his copper one and goes,
Thanks, it was a lot of fun. I'll see you later.
and he just sleeps. The halfling kind of like waddles up. He goes, so, I think I did pretty well today. And Tuan says, overconfidence will kill you. And just hands him the token. And the halfling, dejectedly and somewhat suspiciously, leaves. The older gentleman says, Afternoon, Taiwan. And the Tawan says, well, you've finally done it. It's only taken you a few years, but we're happy to see you pass. Rightly so, too. It costs an arm and a leg for some of this stuff, so looking moving forward with my business. And he just, like, when he takes it, he just, like, it slides along the counter for too long before it, like, falls into his hand, as he just runs it along the counter while he leaves. Yeah, and then you come up, and he hands it to you. I'm looking forward to seeing more from you as well. I am under the impression that you have recently joined a traveling group yourself. It was in the current, I believe yesterday. So hopefully you can bring more back to the city.
I look forward to it. Thank you for allowing me to.
No, thank you.
When the first people walked out, I just imagined the guy saying, "You are the weakest link. Goodbye."
You are the weakest link. Yeah, go ahead and take, let me make sure I have this right. Yeah, take 2,300 XP.
Dang. For some reason, Logan, I was expecting a Gordon Ramsay. I'll freely admit. I was
Kind of was a little bit though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would have been the easy thing to go with. Like, it's super me. Like, that's super my style for making NPCs. And I can do it because I've done it to real people in a real kitchen before. But I didn't want to take the easy route. And Tawan is a man that commands respect in a different kind of way.
I liked one. That was 2,300, right? You
Yes.
said?
He's Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Yeah. All right.
Basically, I've decided that all humans are rednecks now. It's just an easy voice for me to do. Lastly, for our morning before you guys go on your trip, Arandi, you wake up just as everyone else has left for the day. You were technically awake and just being an asshole, but you're awake for real now. What would you like to do?
Alright, so I'm gonna head to the Dry Apples Tavern, first off.
Alright.
Sorry, had a cat stepped on me with her needle toes. Next, I am going to look for a guy who looks like he's waiting for somebody.
Okay. The Dry Apples is empty at this hour, and it looks as though Yef is getting off shift. He's gathering up a bunch of stuff, including what looks to be like this enormous rack of ribs, and is headed out. He goes,
"Oh, howdy. I'm sorry. I have to leave. Somebody's supposed to be covering my shift, but they're late. But I can seat you real quick if
No, you look plenty,
No, it's fine. Is it?
I don't actually need anything but a drink, so I can actually head up to the bar. It's not a problem.
you see like this internal struggle, like he's having a meltdown. Like he doesn't know what to say because you've left the, like you're off the script. He's like,
Is it just you today, or would you like a booth?
I'm actually waiting for someone, so no worries. I can seat myself. I'm just gonna go to the bar.
Oh, there was somebody here earlier.
Oh, what's
they,
there?
They had mentioned waiting for somebody, but a couple of guys came in, and they all left together. It was like there was a ruckus. It was strange.
Do you happen to know which way they went by chance?
No, we were swamped, so.
All right. Okay. Well, good luck with those ribs. They look very big.
Yeah, they're giant boar. It was a real headache to get them. But yeah, no, they were here probably not even an hour ago, so I hope you find them soon.
All right, thank you. And I will go up to the bar and ask the barkeep about this incident.
okay, there's no barkeep.
Right.
Yeah, Yef was like the only one here. There's supposed to be someone else here, but he has to leave.
All right. Well, I guess having looked over and noticed that there is no barkeep or anyone else, I will go back. I'll like kind of catch up to Yef and just like as he's walking, I'm sure he's gonna probably try and slow down to like talk to me, but I'll be like, no, I'll go with you. We'll walk together.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. Ten.
Yeah, 10's enough. You see out of the corner of your eye on the left, you see a smiling face, just for a second. Out of the side of an alley, in essentially the shadows of the mortar on the bricks of the wall, you can see Sazal pointing at you and laughing. And then you notice a boot on the ground underneath this apparition.
I will go ahead and check out that way then.
Okay. So you head down the alley. You see the boot. Further up, there's like a pile of broken crates and stuff. As you move down the alley, you begin to perceive the form of a humanoid individual kind of amongst the rubble of the crates.
I'll go check it out.
Okay. It's a male wood elf. He has had his throat cut. And a symbol carved into his forehead.
What kind of symbol?
The same symbol that were on the amulets that were worn by the individuals who attacked the city the first day that you were here.
All right. Well. And he's dead.
Yes.
Do I have any indication with certainty that this may have been the person who had posted the quest or the assassination contract?
Are you looking through his things, or I mean, right now you just know it's a dead wood elf.
Yeah, I'm gonna look through his stuff and see if I can get any kind of clues.
Okay. There is traveling paperwork, which is necessary to get in and out of cities. It appears his name was Delric. He has a bag on him. That appears to contain a number of items, scrolls, things like that. He has a copy of the quest ticket with notes on it, including an address and a couple of names.
And does the address and the names, like, can I make any sense of what the significance of those are?
Yeah.
Like, with certainty.
Yeah. There is the name Carl, and his essentially a series of looks like time slots or hours. The name Rugo, and the address of a potion shop that you've been before.
All right. Well, and do I know what the Carl name is in reference to at all?
No.
But I've been to this potion shop already.
Yeah.
And do I know the name of the shop owner?
Yeah.
Is it Carl or Rugo?
It's Rugo.
Okay, cool. Because I know that I'm gonna be killing the owner of the potion shop. So that's good. What are the hours, the time slots that you mentioned? Does that look to be like the hours that the potion shop is open?
They're next to Carl's name.
So maybe that's like Carl's shift. Okay. And is it before that time slot right now?
It is.
Awesome. I'm gonna hightail it over to the potion shop.
Okay. So they're not open presently. It's a squat, low building with a front door that faces an alleyway. Across the street, there's an alleyway, I mean. It's a little rundown, but it's wide. It's one of the bigger buildings in this section of the city. And it's between two of the city walls that separates the district from the different wards. This is a thinner part of the city because the city is concentric rings, but towards the top of all the rings they like squish together, and towards the bottom at the south they all get farther apart. This is farther in the north ward of the northern section of the craft ward. But yeah, they're not open. There are a couple dusty windows, but you've been here before. You were here within the last couple days with your friends. This guy sells bunk potions. You guys already have figured that out.
So I would like to check the windows just to see if there's anyone there.
Okay, the window near the front door, it doesn't look like anyone's inside presently. However, just to the right of the door, you do see a large stone statue.
Okay. And I'm sorry, did you say that I looked into his bag? What's his name's bag? Elric's bag? There's nothing in it.
No, there were lots of things.
Okay, if there were lots of things in it, I would have taken the bag and looked through the bag while I was heading there.
Okay, there are a couple of spell scrolls. Yeah, so there are 3 spell scrolls. A set of lockpicks that seem to be nicer. And that's it.
Sounds pretty straightforward. What are the spell scrolls for, though?
You don't know.
I can't, like, tell what they're for, like, what spells.
You can make an Arcana check.
I'll do that. I don't know. I think Arcana's intelligence, right? It should be fine. That's an 11?
11. 2 of them are evocation scrolls. Or, one of them is an evocation scroll, 2 of them are transmutation scrolls. My bad.
So not actually knowing what these scrolls are, I am going to ponder how early it is and what I overheard in the morning as far as where Cerberus is going. Do I know when the potion shop opens? I'm sure there's a sign with the hours on it.
Yeah, it opens a little later. It's probably about 8 o'clock now. They open around 10, so you've got 2 hours.
Alright, I am going to try and grab Cerberus at the library.
Okay, since you're in the north ward, that's fairly close. Probably not 10-15 minutes away.
Yep, that's my thing. I'm gonna dash there.
Okay, cool. So you get there. You walk in. You don't see anybody. Walk around for a second, and Cerberus has his nose jammed in a book.
I would like to unjam it.
Give me a lockpicking check.
Well, that's a natural 19. And I think I've got +5. So
Yeah, Cerberus, you feel the hook of a lockpick deftly like grab your nostril and just gently lift your face out of a book, completely silently.
Yes. Ow. Ow. Yeah. Yeah.
sorry, that was a lot funnier when I said it out loud in my head. So I need your help with some good deeds that the law has not seen fit to handle because of corruption.
Okay. What can I do for you?
What are these scrolls? And I hand them to him.
I'll pop them open and take a look.
Cool. Two are scrolls of stone to flesh, which is strange because you only know flesh to stone as an actual thing. And one of them is a scroll of lightning bolt.
All right. Well, this one I'll hold up is scroll of lightning bolt. I love that spell. And these two seems to be something called stone to flesh, which I'm not quite familiar with. I assume the name says it all, but I was only aware of flesh to stone.
Such a Napoleon Dynamite-esque, like, I really like that spell. Like,
It's my favorite.
Alright, well, that's really all I absolutely needed from you. But if you would like to go on a brief morning adventure with me, you can feel free to follow me. Otherwise, have a great rest of your morning. And I'm just gonna turn around without checking to see if he's following me.
Yeah, okay. And I'll just go back to the book.
okay. So, you head back. That whole endeavor took about an hour. There is now a gentleman standing out front of the door.
I'm gonna look at my notes. I'm gonna look back up. And I'm gonna say, "Are you Carl?"
All right. It's a large man with a shaved head, clean shaven. Kind of just looks like Butterbean. Does anybody know who Butterbean is?
No clue.
Not a Butterbean, the person Butterbean. Everybody Google Butterbean. You on the podcast, Google Butterbean. If you're watching this live, please Google Butterbean. This is what this man looks like. Or add Butterbean Boxer.
Is it the Eric Esch guy?
Yeah.
He looks like a cue ball, just in head and body.
He looks like the epitome of the angry white American.
He just looks hilarious.
Which is even better because the picture I'm looking at, he's got American shorts on, like American flag shorts on. So
Yep.
Carl looks like that.
he's a mob boss.
He's a mob boss's biggest lackey.
All right, but yeah, I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna say, "Are you Carl?"
Yeah.
Delightful. I was told that you might be here. I am looking for the owner of this shop, Mr. Rugo. My master has sent me to locate him and prepare an offer for him.
We ain't here yet. We ain't open.
Yes, I did notice the sign next to you slash behind you. Do you happen to know where he is currently?
Um, probably inside.
Inside of the potion shop.
Yeah.
Even better. In that case, could I trouble you to get past?
We ain't open yet.
Could you open for little old me, though?
No, I ain't got a key.
Oh, you don't have a key. Is there maybe a back door that I could knock on to perhaps get someone's attention inside?
Um, there's a door, but it's probably locked. I'd wait till this one opens.
I'll just knock on the back door and see if they'll let me in there.
I really don't think you ought to do that.
Why not?
Because you're supposed to wait till we're open.
Well, this is something we're hoping to get in touch with him and his lawyer perhaps before the opening of shop. We don't want to disrupt his business.
Oh, he's
What-
kind of just like leaned against the wall, and from his left side, he pulls like a claymore-esque broadsword and kind of lays it across his knees. They're like his legs are slightly bent because he's slouched.
We're not open.
I'm aware of that, sir, and it seems that you are hard set in your convictions. So I will wait and return at a different point in time. Thank you very much for your time. And I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you again soon, quite possibly.
He just spits.
Very attractive you are. And I'm just going to give him a smile and go ahead and get the fuck out of there. And then loop around and go to the back door.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take long since you can just walk across the roofs. But yeah, you drop down. Give me a stealth check versus his perception. Because he is guarding, so he's actively perceiving. Well, that's a dirty one.
$16.
Yeah, he has no idea you're there.
Cool. I'm going to use the fancy lockpicks to pick the back door.
Okay. This door is a DC 17. The lockpicks are +2 lockpicks.
That's so far. And it's dexterity, right?
Yes. Plus proficiency. Plus the +2. Plus your dice if you need to use them. Your psychic.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So that's 5. So 9 total, and then we'll roll a d6. I don't think I'm gonna. It's not possible for me to make it. Oh, no, it would be 4 plus 5 plus 2. So 9, 11 plus 5 is 16.
Unfortunately, you don't manage to open the locks, and you have 2 sets of +2 lockpicks. This set breaks.
Yeah. Is the door made out of stone by chance?
No, it is made out of wood.
Okay, just checking. It would have been
Ugh.
fun. I will just use a Do I own regular lockpicks? I'm sure I have lockpicks. I've been picking locks. Have I failed a lockpicking check yet? Surely I have like multiple sets of lockpicks, right?
The reason that I'm having them break on failures, like, is so that they're not only is it so that the fact that they're available and cheap is for a reason, but also so that you anticipate, like, I can only fail 5 times, you know, or however you feel about it.
Hi. Well, I'll go ahead and try to use the +2 lockpicks again, I guess.
Okay.
Pulls out scroll and lightning bolt, just smashes down the door.
That's better. That's an 11 plus, what did we say? It was +2 +5, so 18. No. Yes, 18.
Yeah. You manage with the second set of lockpicks to pick it, and you enter inside.
Alright, what do I see?
Well, the floor of this room is stone. There are walls around. There are lots of shelves and lots of potions. Appears to be a kind of warehouse of some sort.
Just a warehouse.
That's it.
And I'd like to check for traps.
What are you checking for traps?
The walls, the floors, the doors, kind of thing. Just all of the openings where a trap would be.
Okay. This is a DC 10. Go ahead and roll investigation.
That's a 15.
There are no traps. There is another door, and it is also locked.
Alright, I will go ahead and pull out my pumpkin of holding and just kind of like scoop each row of potions into my bag. And then I'll go down the next shelf and scoop all of the potions and just kind of everything. Just put it all in my bag.
Okay. So you steal all the potions.
And then I will check. Is there any kind of window? There isn't. So I'll use my mirror mounted on a small handle to try and look past the door.
Okay.
From under.
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Well, one of them went into the bag.
Yeah.
How do I move this bag and people talk to me later? Because every time I grab it, like something comes out of it, and I don't want. Yeah.
So,
Perfect.
when you click on it, hold over the item longer than normal, and then move it.
Alright, so that's a 7. You said perception?
Yep.
That's a 6.
Okay. It looks like there are a bunch of tables, some more potion bottles, maybe a small desk, but, you know, you're not really sure.
How long does my invisibility last? Up to 1 hour. Alright, I will go and... I will pick the lock first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another lock-picking check. This one is DC 15.
That is a... That was a 6? 11. So... No.
6 plus 5 plus 2.
Oh, because the other one didn't break.
Yeah.
But that would... I would be a 13.
Okay, you have your psychic talent dice if you want to roll them, but you only have so many.
Right, I need to see how many I have now. I forgot the
Yeah, so she's now using the official Tasha's resource instead of the Unearthed Arcana.
Okay, so I have 6. So I have 5 left.
Okay. Do you want to use it on this?
5, absolutely. Alright, so that's plus another 5.
Okay.
So that's 8.
You stick the lockpick in, you try and maneuver it, and from your dagger, which is on your hip, an ethereal hand comes up, adjusts it slightly, and then up, and the door unlocks.
Alright, and now I will cast invisibility!
Okay, so you use invisibility.
And I will very carefully kind of slip through the door, and I'll crouch down as I do.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and load up a map.
Also, given the amount of time that I took dealing with Carl and everything and getting in, about how long do I have from now until the shop opens? Yes. For everyone listening, he said it's only been about 30 minutes, which means that the shop opens in about 30 minutes. You didn't have push to talk on.
Oh, my bad.
So, after the shop opens, I have a half hour of invisibility left. Just for the record.
Ooh.
Aw, snap. Okay, okay.
This is
Wait.
cool.
Wait, is this?
Hi, this is Rugo's potion shop.
There's actually like. This is
Like,
cool.
potions and stuff. This looks really cool.
Is this
I meant-
also where you did Potions 11 in the last campaign?
I think I
Hey.
am currently doing Potions 11 at the moment.
Potions 11.
By myself.
Girl.
But if I do this exactly right, then I will have 2 scrolls of flesh, or of stone to flesh, and I don't know what I'm going to use them on, but I'm very excited to have those in my pocket to just be able to turn a boulder into, like, a mass of flesh.
You.
Isn't it gross? Don't you think it'll gross out our enemies too?
I
Just
mean, it
start
might.
flopping down a hill, just like.
Okay.
Stop.
Jesus.
So you peek in, you see a number of tables and shelves with potions on them. There are 2 stone statues near the front door. Yeah.
Alright. So,
And yes, I had to make everything else just in case this went sideways.
I mean, it might. So I'll go up to the counter, like behind the and I will take a look and see if there's anything of value or note there.
Roll investigation.
– 15.
For some reason, you guys weren't on the stream. 15. There is a small drawer that is locked, and a couple of potions behind the counter.
Alright, and aside from the front door, the only door that I haven't gone through is that one kind of like around the corner of...
You haven't technically seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Then I'll like look around, because obviously there's like a big wall that looks to be like an office on the other side.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Do I have advantage on stealth checks since I'm invisible, or no? I can't remember how those work.
I'll say for this, yes.
Alright, so that is a 24.
Okay. Yeah, so you see a couple more shelves. Everything's full of bottles and liquids and stuff, and you do see another door.
Alright, so
Can't hear you.
I'm going to stand in front of this door, like just right next to the opening of it. And I'm even going to like sidle, like get myself sideways in preparation. And I am going to wait until someone opens the door, and I'm going to try and slip in as soon as the door is opened. And if it is Rugo, after I get into the room, I'm going to kill him.
Okay. Roll a. You're invisible, so how long do you wait?
As long as it takes. He's got to be here within the next half hour, and I've got an extra half hour on top of that of invisibility. So.
Okay. 30 minutes go by. You hear the front door open. Key in the lock. And a young halfling woman walks in and shuts the door behind her. Looks around, begins tidying up. You have to dodge a couple times, but you're very quiet and you rolled a 24 on stealth. She doesn't know you're there. And about 10 minutes after she has unlocked the front door and has begun the day for business, you hear the door behind you open. You also hear a shoo as the rune that was above the door deactivates. So, the door opens. I need you to make an acrobatics check to try and get in without disturbing anyone.
That, my sir, is a natural 20, and it's a 25 total.
Damn, girl, get it.
It's a shame that you didn't save that for the bad guy.
Which bad guy?
The guy that you're gonna try and kill.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, let me just store this nat 20 in my pocket for the next roll.
Made bloop. I like to pull out that nat 20 right now.
Divination wizards, man.
I was gonna say that is a class.
Yeah, that was, yeah. I roll a 1. I'd like to make that a nat 20, please.
What I love though is it also works the other way around. DM rolls an nat 20 and you're just like, nope.
Yeah.
Hey, pretty sure I'll be able to just nope anyway.
Yeah, but
Wait, guys. Damn it.
Okay, so you see this scruffy, unclean guy. He's got like sores and stuff on his face growing in between hairs. It's not really a beard coming in. He's got a deep hood pulled over his face, but he looks like he hasn't slept in a while. He smells drunk. He smells not good, and he smells like he may or may not have shit himself and has not properly cleaned his clothes after that. You are behind him. You have a split second. What do you do?
I am going to stab him with my Hexblade dagger, which is currently one of the daggers that I have taken from the Burlock. I'm gonna stab him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll drop invisibility.
But I am in the room, so it's okay.
Okay. Go ahead and...
How wide open is the door?
It's all the way open. You got through. He's closing it now, though.
Behind him, like as he left?
Yeah. He
Okay,
had to get out before you could get in.
Oh.
You can pull him backwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Is that like a strength check or something?
That'll also drop your invisibility and you'll lose surprise. If you think you can one-shot him and then pull the body in. That's my advice to you as DM.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay. Roll your attack.
It is a 13 plus like something big. Like a 5 or a 7. So 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I hit him.
You hit him. Roll damage.
D4 plus
Big
4
rolls.
plus, just to confirm, I am level 4 rogue, so that's 2d6, right?
Yeah.
Big roll, big roll.
Alright, that's a 6 plus 4. It's a 10.
Okay. Does not kill him. You have...
I can't use my bonus action to to stab him again.
No,
can
you
I?
can make a bonus action offhand attack.
I will do that.
Okay. You just roll a d20.
Yep.
What did you get?
It's a 6.
6 total?
Well, you still
I don't
add
have any
your.
modifiers. It's a 6.
Yeah, you don't add your... I don't think you add your modifiers with an offhand attack.
I thought it was just your damage. that did
No,
do
you
add
don't.
them to-
Like, if you're right-handed and you try to hit somebody with your left hand, you know you're doing a bad job. I don't think you're not proficient, and I don't think you get to add your dex.
I think you get to add your modifier, whatever it might be, to the damage, but you don't add it to the roll either way.
See, I thought it was the other way around. You can add it to your to hit, but it doesn't. You don't get your damage modifier.
It's in bonus actions in your D&D Beyond. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative.
Oh, okay.
But it's to the damage. So you can add your dex and your proficiency because you're proficient with the weapon, but you can't add
It
anything.
hit?
Yes.
Hit. You just don't get your plus on your
It's
damage.
+5. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Damn.
It's okay. It's okay. I didn't think I was gonna hit anyway. I have a backup plan. That. Whew, goodness.
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative.
That's a 17.
You rolled a 2. You don't get to go again. I should have had you roll initiative beforehand. So he wasn't able to take reactions until the end of his... couldn't take actions or reactions until the end of his first turn, which has happened. Or reactions.
Yeah.
Actions?
Reactions until the end of his turn, because I think with the surprise.
Couldn't take any... He can't take anything except a reaction. No. Hold on. I haven't done surprise in a while.
Sorry. Should have killed him. I apologize. If I had just had my psychic blade instead of my, it would have been.
If you're
better.
surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of the combat, and you can't take a reaction until it ends. So that was your go. So you do get to go again before he can do anything, but he's now aware of you. Motherfuck. Okay.
Okay. I'm going
Heal.
to stab him again. I'm gonna stab him again.
You won't get sneak attack off on this.
That's okay. Karst made mention about that natural 20. It's a natural 1.
Okay. Also, you didn't minor illusion to put your mask up?
No, I didn't. But I am still inside of the room. We have clarified that.
Sure, but he has seen you at this point.
I am aware.
Okay.
Okay. I'll bonus action stab him.
Okay.
Okay, that's an 18.
That hits.
So I don't add any modifiers, correct?
Correct.
Just a d4.
Yep.
Three.
Okay, so he's taken 13 points of damage.
And he's still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. At this point, I am going to make sure that I am, like, kind of here. Like, kind of at the corner, essentially. I'm gonna be prepared to be in the corner.
Okay. So you didn't disengage with him. He would get an attack of opportunity on you.
I can't disengage. Oh, I see what you're saying, because he is still within 5 feet.
No, he's not technically. He's technically on a cross section. He should be there.
Okay, I'll just stay a little bit then. I'll stay. It's fine. stay where
I
I
wasn't
am.
gonna have him take an attack of opportunity. He was just going to get one.
It's okay. I'll stay where I was.
Okay. He's gonna move out of your range. He's gonna disengage.
Oh, okay. Out of curiosity, what determines the end of combat?
The dungeon master.
Okay.
Alright, he's gonna move that way. You hear something yelled, you're not entirely sure what, and then you immediately hear the sliding of stone.
Alright. Is it my turn?
It is.
I am going to use Disguise Self to disguise myself into Rugo.
Yes! Yes! I love it!
Seconded.
Alright. I was just rolling initiative for the stone statue.
Alright.
Okay, so you've disguised yourself. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
I am going to step out. Is that 10 feet or 15?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like the tiling of the floor.
It doesn't
will
matter.
say-
This is technically still mostly theater of the mind, so
Oh, good. Where is the young lady?
there-ish. You don't know, you can't see her.
Alright. Just so long as I can't see her. I am going to... Using a scroll is an action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Never mind then. Having seen the... Shit, there's like nothing here. Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do right there. And I will, bonus action... If I bonus action disengage, it doesn't... Shit. Here's what I'll do. I'll actually move a little bit farther. I'll go... And I'll bonus action hide.
Okay. Alright, you bonus action hide. It's the statue's turn. The statue was given a command, but it's not going to understand what just happened. So it's gonna go investigate that room. You can hear Rugo like swearing as he like realizes that it can't understand what's going on. It is his turn, and he's going to go ahead and cast Mage Armor. Yeah, that's all he's gonna do. Does he have any bonus action spells? No. Oh, yeah. He does have a bonus action. He heals 6 points.
All right. So that is 7 points of damage total that he's looking at.
Yep.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
All right. I am going to look over, and I am going to cast the scroll spell. Sorry, I'm blinking. I'm stressing. I'm gonna cast a lightning bolt
Okay.
at obviously Rugo.
Okay. So, typically speaking, if the spell is not on your class list, you can't use it.
Oh.
But these are modified spell lists, or spell scrolls, so that Joe Schmo can use them. I'm just letting you know that this guy made these scrolls to give to a random assassin. Regular spell scrolls, like if you purchase them, they have to be on your class list. Otherwise, you can't read them.
It's good to know.
Yeah, because that stone to flesh spell doesn't technically exist. So I'm just saying this guy made some homebrew shit in his garage to give to a random killer. Go ahead and roll roll to hit. Or is it a dexterity save?
It's a deck save.
That's a big question.
It's a dex save.
That's unfortunate. I rolled an 18.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC?
Yeah.
15.
He does not make it.
8d8 lightning damage coming his way.
Alright.
Or D6, maybe.
Yeah, D6. Yeah.
1d6?
8.
For lightning bolt, 8d6. 8.
8?
Yeah. 8 of them.
8d6.
It's a 100-foot line of pure awesome.
Out of curiosity,
Absolutely.
what is the width of that lane?
5 feet.
5 feet. Okay, cool. Cool.
One bolt, like 20 feet wide.
Starts looking like a Kamehameha wave out here.
34 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Wait, how much was it?
34. The tables in front of him and the wall behind him immediately ignite. As does the bookshelf near you. I don't have fire markers. We'll just pretend. It's not like all this isn't pretend anyway. Yeah, he's really fucking hurt. Does that doesn't drop your disguise self, does it?
No. Wait, what do you mean really fucking hurt, Logan? He's alive?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, he did heal. He healed.
Everybody at this table has played this before, and you all know that he is a boss fight of an adventure designed for 4 5th level characters. The fact that you got that lightning bolt off means you might actually pull this off.
Get them attacks in, girl. Keep the pressure.
You have a bonus action.
I do have a bonus action.
You can throw a knife. Not even a psychic knife, just a knife.
I can throw a knife. That is what I am going to do. I am going to throw a regular knife, not my hexblade knife, because it wouldn't do any fucking good.
Okay.
Wait, do I roll
Question.
my?
No, Jordan, you cannot guide this.
No, I have a rules question.
What's up?
So she hid before she cast that. Was it technically?
Shit.
You can only
Well,
get
that
one
wouldn't
ray.
Oh,
change anything.
damn.
I tried. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, lightning bolt is considered a stroke.
but is it your first attack or your first attack that can get?
It's your first. Yeah, you could still get sneak attack, but you have no reason to. The fact that you hid previously, you've already dropped your hidden status with the lightning bolt, so this
that
attack
was
wouldn't do that.
on the same turn, or is it just the first? Like,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I I will throw a dagger.
I love the difference between like there's this epic battle at a potion shop going on, and then you're cooking, I'm reading a book, Jax is a cat in a window.
It's great. It's great.
Oh, that is my dex. Yeah. So that's a 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, so good old clean D4. And I will specify this is another dagger. It looks the same as my hexblade dagger. It's just not the one that I'm attuned to or whatever.
Okay.
So it's 2 more points
Alright.
damage.
So. Yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
And then I am just gonna stay there. That's really all I can do.
Okay. The statue has an intelligence of 5.
Guys, I might work.
It has seen you cast magic that it knows its master can cast. So it's still confused. It's literally like has no idea. Because he's not commanding it like with anything other than words. He's not commanding it with magic. It's autonomous. It's Rugo's turn. He is going to cast. He's terrified. He's going to cast Cone of Cold.
How much cover do I have? Given that I'm
Daniel, are you okay?
Do what?
Just there's so much high level shit going on, and I have a magic boner.
Let's see. 60-foot cone.
I have to say, I was getting a drink and I heard cone of cold.
You did.
Ah!
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, do I get any kind of advantage because I have cover?
Nope.
Okay.
But the statue's gonna automatically fail.
That's unfortunate for him. Alright, what's the
No, it's
DC?
not. It's got great con. It doesn't have great intelligence or charisma. That's what I was thinking. The DC is let me find it. 14.
Alright, so that's a con saving throw. That's +0. Let me just check to see if I can. With which I have proficiency, and it's only a check. All right. Well, I'm I rolled a 9, so
You take 33 points of cold damage.
I forgot how strong. This is the same character that was invisible and flying, right?
Yep.
yeah. I also forgot that he was more than like just some shitty dude.
Yeah, it wasn't until he cast that I was like, oh, it's this guy. Oh shit.
Arandu's probably dead. I'm probably dead.
Did you take the damage?
Yeah, I have -10 after that. My
Okay.
full health is -10.
You are frozen solid. And you are dead.
Like permadead. Just to confirm.
Blast of cold air erupts from your hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 8d8 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. A creature killed by this spell becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. You're not killed, so you need to make a saving throw.
Like a death saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Okay. You stabilize with 1 hit point at the end of your turn.
Great.
Okay. You drop consciousness, which means your disguised self is gone.
Yep.
So the stone statue is going to take a swing at you.
Wait, while frozen?
Actually, I rolled higher on my initiative than he did, didn't I?
Yeah, but it's at the end of your turn is when you stabilize.
Yes, but I'm saying I just want to confirm that I am stable currently.
You're stable, you have 1 hit point, you're still standing because you were frozen solid.
I am
No.
Right.
For video game reasons, I'm just not going to make you still frozen solid.
Okay.
You weren't killed by it, so you're not a frozen statue. But you were potentially a frozen statue, but you powered through it, so I'm gonna say you're still standing. That's me being generous. Don't think of it as me not knowing the rules. You're super fucked. Whether you're standing or prone right now really doesn't change the fact that I'm probably gonna kill you.
Most certainly about to die. Yes.
Oh shit. The stone statue can't do shit. The stone statue is frozen statue.
Ooh.
Because it was in
Frozen
the cone, yeah. So it's his turn again. First of all, what does he have? You survived that. So now he's really... Remember, he's almost dead and just threw a cone of cold and you're still standing. Even though you only have 1 hit point, that is fucking horrifying to this guy. Like, he has no idea. So he is going to... He wants to survive. That's a reaction. He's gonna save. He has no idea what's happening. So he is going to...
I love how me, Daniel, and Annabelle are just like, and Brian's just like,
Yeah.
Brian's just ready
Oh
for
no.
He also
I
doesn't...
know it's coming.
He also isn't going to damage the store up here, because that's too much. So I can't cast that. He's not going to do that.
It's because I know it's coming.
Yeah. Yes.
He can't cast... Mage Armor is not concentration, right?
No, it's not.
Alright. He's gonna cast Greater Invisibility.
Live.
I'm just moving him. You don't know where he is in the room.
Guys, you know what I just remembered that I have?
What?
I have a potion of supreme healing.
You got this. You got this.
get it.
The potion of supreme healing is the only potion that I have, aside from whatever mismatch is in my bag right now.
Which you could also drink.
Are you doing like bonus action drink potion?
No. It's an action.
Okay.
But I have a object interaction, right?
Huh?
Now, this is, of course, it's still his turn. I just want to confirm, is grabbing something out of a bag considered a free object interaction? I don't think it is.
Sure. But it's the end of his turn. He went invisible. You don't know what else happened.
Alright, so it is my turn?
Yeah. You can hear somebody crying and cowering behind the counter. The statue's frozen block of ice.
They're just fucking nukes going off everywhere.
To confirm, the door is still open, correct?
To his room? Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Just need to breathe and not have a panic attack and not lose my mind completely. And I will get through this. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, free object interaction, reach into my bag of holding and think of a greater healing potion.
Okay.
And do I feel anything in my bag? Okay, then I will think Supreme Healing Potion and I'll go ahead and use it.
Okay.
Which is 10d4 plus 20 hit points. Going all for my 23 hit points. And if we're gonna do the math, there's no possible way that I can't get full health from this. So I'm just going to go ahead and give myself full health if that's okay with you.
That's
guys.
fine. Your health is really low. How do you have such low health?
I don't know. I think I messed.
Yeah, you should have probably in the 30s or 40s.
Yep.
At least.
I have 52.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done. And
Yeah, the cleric has more than you.
You don't think it's because we redid my? No, I've always.
No, I didn't mess with your hit points.
Yeah, I probably missed something at some point when I leveled up. Probably like 1 or 2 times. All of that said, drinking a healing potion is an action, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I currently have a bonus action.
I thought if you drink it yourself, it's like a bonus action, but if you give it to somebody else, it's a full action. Or am I incorrect?
Not rules is written. That's how they run it in Critical Role.
Alright, so I have a bonus action. I don't know where he is. I can dash, disengage, or hide. If I disengage, that doesn't last through like the entire thingy, right?
And disengage lasts until the end of your turn.
Okay. So, I am going to disengage. And I am going to run. I can't close the door to his office area.
Not with everything else you've done.
Well, also because there's a fucking gargoyle in the way. I'm going to go over here. I'm going... Oh no. Did I ever see this door open?
No, I just moved it out of the room to show that he was invisible somewhere in there.
I hadn't actually like looked for it. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go into this room and I'm going to close the door behind me. So like right there, like right next to the door.
Okay, so here's the other thing.
I can't close the door behind me, can I?
You can make an attack on an invisible creature if you're in the same room. So if you say, I want to throw a knife at him, then if you miss, you won't know. I just won't tell you whether it's because he's not there or because you missed. So he could be gone from the room or he could be there. You just don't get to know why you missed. But you don't have to. You can just try to hit an invisible creature. It's Player's Handbook, pages 194 and 195, unseen attackers and targets. If you miss a ranged attack while the target is invisible, you won't know why. Don't know if it was somewhere else or if it sidestepped the arrow.
And just to confirm,
So you can attack with disadvantage as long as you're in the same, as long as you have line of sight, even if you can't see him. So you can continue to try and attack.
okay. My next question is,
is the baby crying or not? Side note, I think it'd be really funny if one of our character dies, and instead of getting a whole new portrait, we just get like a new portrait of the new character and like Photoshop it being taped over the old character.
That would be hilarious.
I think that'd be pretty funny.
I think if that happens, we should definitely do that.
That'd be funny. I like that.
So what are you doing? I'm checking the thing on the cam.
yeah, sorry, I'm checking the outlet. Or are you checking it? The baby cam?
Yeah, he wiggling, but he's playing with toys.
Okay.
So hurry up.
Alright, yeah, that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Cool. You hear some clinks of bottles.
It has occurred to me that he could just go alert the guards and not come in here after me.
No shit, Sherlock.
So,
Come on, what are you gonna do?
sorry, checking one thing really quickly. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so fucked. I am so fucked, guys. Alright, I am going to fling the door open, but stay like I'm gonna go like such that I'm still behind like the side, but I'm not right in front of the door.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
No. You're still in combat, so is that the end of your turn?
No, this is just, I would imagine, my free object interaction. He's not.
Yeah, he's awake now. Go!
Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if you were getting in.
We will wrap this up very quickly. She's gonna grab him, and then we're gonna see if I kill her and end the session there, or if she kills him.
So, that clinking of potions, did that motherfucker just go back to full health too?
She didn't clear any out from the main room.
He's got full access to any and all things he made.
Yeah, she didn't do anything in the main room. She only cleaned out the warehouse. And she had 15
Rough.
minutes to hang out there before anybody came in. So,
Damn.
Looks like we're taping another portrait over the group photo.
We might, because here's the thing: if she gets out of this without killing him, if no one dies, her face has been seen.
Yeah.
Or if he dies, her face has been seen, unless she kills the
Have to kill
clerk.
the
she
girl.
hasn't seen the shop worker yet because the shop worker's been hiding.
Oh wait. Does the shopkeep technically not see her either?
Yeah,
Because
it's all
she's been
good.
hiding.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a
He's-
chance.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
Might as well kill her just to be safe, though, right?
That's what Kraz would do.
That is what Crab would do.
Alright. Let's make this short and sweet. What are you doing? You opened the door.
And nothing happened.
Well, it's your turn.
I'm going to go out of the door. I'm going to use my boots to jump over the counter and hide because that's the closest thing that I have.
You're going to hide next to the shopkeep?
Actually, yeah, I see her, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at her before I jump out real quick. What does she look like? Does she look...
Does she look what?
How's she doing?
She's got her hands over her head.
Okay, cool. Then I will, yeah, I'll use my boots, jump over there,
Okay.
and I am going to hold my action to... 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 whew, to attack with my... ouch, hex blade.
In the event that what happens?
In the event that something comes near. In the event that I can discern where he is. I'll just put that.
Okay. What do I have to cast at you that's not going to destroy all of his stuff?
That's a terrifying statement.
Well,
I-
he has a lot of area of effect spells. And I feel like the cold ones are going to damage like at least the objects the least amount, but the building is on fire. I'll risk a scorching ray because he knows where you are. Does that require line of sight?
I think Scorching Ray does.
I think it does as well.
Doesn't say creature you can see, it says targets within range.
Yeah, I think by rules written, I think you don't need line of sight then.
Well,
I don't know.
you have line of effect though because they can arc. So, I'm gonna rule, yeah. He's gonna hit you with some Scorching Ray.
But she just get over.
No, well, yeah,
She's
would
right.
have... You would have full cover, and it doesn't say that they move around objects or anything. So no, he can't do that, even though they're... Liam always narrates them as like, pew pew! But I think they're just like straight blasts. Wait, do I have what I should have cast already? Fuck yeah! Take 3d4 points of force damage.
Magic missile.
What? Oh. Are you gonna roll that or should I?
I am. I'm just seeing how many I'm gonna cast at you.
That's a terrifying Steve. I'm just seeing how many I would like to hit you with. Automatically. No save, no nothing.
He just counted to 7, so
The DM is smiling, counting, in control of a high-level spellcaster. Oh god.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
bad.
run spellcasters too much against you guys. They're kind of beefy. Alright. So... I'm gonna do it. "30 points of force damage."
Yep. No.
that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
Alright, it's your turn. Make a death save.
What's the save here?
It's gotta be above a 10. If it's a
Oh, yeah.
20, she comes back again.
I'm not that lucky. It's a 15, so...
Okay, that's one. He doesn't seem to do anything with his turn. Make another death saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You can hear footsteps approaching you. Make another death save. Yeah, you're unconscious or losing consciousness.
17.
Okay. You're stable, but unconscious.
Thank the Lord.
No, I think he's gonna kill her.
Did you didn't never mind.
Either that or prison break time.
That too.
Okay. You wake up to crying. You can not make sense of what's being said. You hear pleading and sobbing.
I wake up with 1 HP.
You wake up with 1 HP. Your arms and legs are bound with leather straps to a metal table. You see red. The walls are red. Everybody's like chewing their nails and like staring at me. I'm getting nervous. There is a thick iron smell hanging in the air. And as you come to consciousness and shake off the ridiculous amount of force damage that was thrown at you, you can see to your right the halfling is also strapped to the table.
Wait, we're both strapped?
Yeah.
To the table?
Yeah.
I thought I was just, like, bound up. Okay.
2 tables. Above you
Shit.
on the ceiling,
Fun.
there's a large mechanical device. Brass and almost like a squashed sphere or deflated beach ball with various glass protrusions full of a red liquid.
Is it a health potion?
You can see working at a series of levers and with a mortar and pestle and a variety of different things. The spellcaster, Rugo. Pretty worse for wear. Doesn't look like he's had a whole lot of time to fix himself up. He looks over at you and kind of scowls that you've regained consciousness and then continues back to his work.
I need to Google something real quick.
Now is not the time to Google.
She just has the health potion on drip. In an IV.
He's a really nice guy, guys. He's just making sure I'm okay.
He's like, I really want to get to the roots of why you you attacked. Let's talk this out.
Let's talk about this. Why did you feel the need to attack me?
All right. So,
Nothing?
just to confirm, there is nothing on my person, correct?
No. Not really. Your bags and things have been thrown to the floor. You're clothed. Like, I'm not weird.
I have my pants on.
Fine, you're not clothed. Let's go.
Like, I'm just asking. I just want to know.
Nope, you're naked. You and the halfling are both naked. Is that what you wanted?
It's
not,
You have
but-
sensor bars. You're wearing sensor bars. That's it.
Okay.
He's just mixing something up.
It's so hard not to metagame right now.
Not much you can do. I would just take it, I guess.
Take the death. Take the L.
Take the L. I mean, he obviously has you awake for a reason, right? I mean, maybe he's just hasn't gotten to the death part yet.
Well, he looked upset that I was alive, right? So
Just that you were
there's-
conscious.
Okay.
But you're under the restrained condition.
Meaning I can't use somatic components, correct?
I didn't say that. It's just your
Well, I'm
wrists.
asking.
You're specifically under the restrained condition. So your speed becomes 0. You can't benefit from a bonus to your speed. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dex saves.
All right. How bad off does he look?
Pretty bad.
Still pretty bad, like as bad as the last time I saw him.
He doesn't look like he's shimmering anymore.
Cool.
Okay. He grabs a knife off the table
Sorry, I've got the baby.
and begins to walk your direction.
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast at the ropes that are binding my hand. So like from one hand to the other.
Okay, well they're leather straps.
I mean, I can't just pull them up, right? Like,
Read me Eldritch Blast.
a beam of crackling energy streaks towards a creature within range. Make a range spell.
Streaks
attack.
towards a creature.
Yeah. So it has to be a creature. Okay. Sorry. Disregard. I have
Okay, he's gonna go ahead and begin digging the tip of the dagger in between your ribs.
sorry.
Prestidigitation. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to. It's
It's
a
a
small
small
object.
object.
Make a tiny knife
to
to
cut
the
the bandage wood. Or the leather strap.
Okay, you have 1 hit point.
Yeah, well, if I didn't have the baby, I probably would have thought of that sooner.
Okay, he's gonna make an attack on you. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
5. It's 5 points of damage.
Yeah, so I'm down. And he's just gonna kill me from there.
Okay. The last thing that you're aware of is the sound of the machine whirring up and the continued sobs from the person on the table next to you.
F.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
Damn.
I'm not ready to end yet. I'm not ready. Oh.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for coming. We'll be back next week, like Sunday around noon ish. But yeah, thanks for watching. The one person that watches us, you know who you are. We don't, but you do. And yeah, thanks everybody for playing my silly game. Bye.